Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. Oops. All right, let's see if I can't get this to work. I don't even see it. How do I add one? Audio input display. Scenes. Video. Capture device? Yeah. It's fine. Oh, it works. All right. It's also in a weird spot. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Bloop. Now how do I make it permanent? I used to be on the top right? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Is that visible on the stream? Oh, you can see my headphone indent. Hair's got to that point, I guess. Pretty sure you can see me. Well, I hope you can. I'm gonna find out in a second. There we go, nice and fluffed. Okay. Alright. I'm playing Ulamog the Defiler in Brawl. I've played Emrakul and I think Emrakul, just the two Emrakuls. Oh no, I played Ulamog as well, the other Ulamog. I think this one is not really that great. It's still better than the Kozileks. Those are just probably completely unplayable in my opinion as commanders, but this one can work if you play it really quickly and then just, you know, slam your opponent with a massive annihilator. But it's still vulnerable. Ward sack 2 is very easy to deal with, right? Your opponent could just sack 2 lands and then just be fine because you might not ever cast Ulamog again anyways. So, I don't know. The deck is just all the colorless ramp that's worth playing, all the cards that discount cards like Incubator and whatnot, just everything that makes it easier to get this into play as fast as possible. You could play probably 10 more creatures than I am, but I'd rather just try to ramp violently into scary artifacts as opposed to playing like the mid-range artifacts that are mid-range creatures in colorless that I think are kind of terrible. So the planeswalkers are in here, but I don't really do a good job at protecting them. So there's sort of like you use a loyalty ability and then they die. And if that's better than a random creature, so be it. If it's not, then I guess I can come out. But I don't really picture Ulamog being super successful. But let's see what happens. I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, send it. Why did it ask you about my sideboard? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, and I'm certainly not doing my quest. Well, on the bright side, Looks pretty cool. At least it looks cool. Alright, I don't know what this is. Cowards can't block warriors whenever one or more. Alright, you got it. Okay, another card I haven't seen in a long time. Mainly because Ragavan exists. It's just a little bit better than Zergo. Why just a teensy bit, just a teeny tiny bit. So I can semblance anvil my Eldrazi, and this discounts this by 2. Let's see, I play this. If I go that route, this costs 8, and I'm at 4. I think it's still better to just cast this because I'm against a red deck. Oh, you can see it? Alright, good. I wasn't sure. Oh, right. They can make it a coward. Never mind. It's not blocking anyways. Alright, so that might have been a mistake. Could have been a... Might have been a mistake there. Yeah, I guess I just wanted to exile my... Yeah, that's tragic. Alright, so... Is this always a coward? I guess it is. 4, 5, 6, 7... 8. Yeah, alright, so I made a mistake. I could have actually cast Ulamog had I anviled my Reshaper. Was it fast enough? I highly doubt it. It's just a red deck, and I'm not really playing the game, but it would have certainly gotten me a lot closer. No, you don't want to block this. You do not want to block this. No, you really don't want to block this. There's no reason. In fact, I should have just swung first to see if they would have blocked. Just didn't expect them to. Alright, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's still not enough, and then we're dead. Alright. No. I could have played it. It's probably, again, I don't think it's fast enough. Especially red. Annihilator, like, 2. Annihilator 4 at max. Because they don't have a lot of expensive cards. Just not going to happen. I got a little bit closer than I thought I would against a red deck, though. That's pretty cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes. Oh, that's right, the lamp. There we go. Ugh. It's been a while since I've used the camera. And the lamp wire's stuck. Wait. What's happening? No, it shouldn't. It should be fine. Okay. A minute queue for Ulamog. What is this? I would love to be in the, like, the dumpster tier. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, no Ragavans for us, huh? I don't have a 7. Tragic. Close to having a 7, though. I don't know. Have I ever put anything under this land before? I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be doing the 1 mana ramp spells ever. So, if they use Birds of Paradise too well, the game's probably over before it starts. And I think the game's over. Okay. Well. I am dead before I play anything significant, which is going to happen most of the games of this deck, in my opinion. Some gnarly queue times. Is there a normal Birds of Paradise? I don't know. I don't know. Or is there only the fancy art one? I think that might be the only one, actually. Pay 3, proliferate? What? Another card I don't think I've ever seen. Okay. I like it. Do I start with the oil counter? Let's play that, this. Okay, well that just unfortunately makes my... makes it easy. Or maybe fortunately makes it easy. I don't expect my opponent to ever actually Beseiju me. But who knows? Beseijuing the vessel is interesting. I don't know if they're going to do it. It is only going down 1 mana that way. Actually, if I... What are the land restrictions? I have to find a basic land. Okay. Well, they're going to want to blow it up, like, right now. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can play and sack this. And I can play Bobble, so I'll do that. Alright, the mana do be mana-ing. Brainstorm on end step. Well, they have to pay 3 to do this immediately, but there's also nothing like with 1/1 counters. You can't grab anything. Yeah, it's just basics. Oh, this is the first time I've used a pet too on the left side. The fact that they make noise makes me never want to use one, but I feel like the rock is pretty thematic for a deck like this. So let's get the rock here. Experiment 1. Alright, I like what I'm playing against. It gives me the time to actually play the game. Proliferate, and a lot of cards I've just never seen before. In my 7 years of Magic Arena. No, Waste is a basic. This is a basic. Yeah, this is a basic. Let's sack the heart. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next turn. So play this. Play this. Tap it. And pass. I can actually blow up with Blast Zone 3 things right now. Which is kind of nuts. Oh, they don't have the basic land type? Are you sure? With a basic land type? Yikes. Okay. I guess I'd have no Beseiju targets then. Oh, right, yeah, right, that's why. The basic land type, that's how you get the triomes. Haha! Let's see. I played enough Modern. I should know this. Okay, so they blew up one of my mana sources. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, no, this doesn't tap for mana yet. Alright, Ulamog, send it. Do it. Do it, Ulamog. Oh, I could have swung first. Would I have swung? Probably not. It worked! My opponent just instantly conceded. I feel as though maybe you could pretty reasonably beat Ulamog in this spot. Like, you should at least see what I exile, even if it gets like 4 counters. Well, it could. I don't know. I don't know what's in my opponent's deck. But let's say on average it gets like a 5 or 6. I think that's still beatable. Right? Ward. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it wasn't. Sweet. A green deck for Ulamog to ramp? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Play a different commander? Man, the queue times are crazy. It really does try to pitch you against, I guess, bottom of the barrel or something? I don't know. Your favorite tribe? Yeah. Oh, it's an Ulalek player. Oh my goodness. They have access to colors, though. Chaos 1 is not... That's not it. This is probably it. I mean, it's as it as it's gonna get. Please no... Delighted Halfling? I guess. Would be the one I don't want to see. This is non-creatures, right? Yeah. He was playing which Koth, though? There's a bunch of Koths. Face nothing but green ramp. Oh no, my... Wait, what? Sure. So we play this. We play that. And then that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're getting there. Don't you dare cast something devastating this turn, please. That is kind of annoying, but not actually that bad. It could be way worse because I get the statue down. 5, 6, 7. Sure. So play this first. Yes. Because it enters tapped. Decline. Alright. Taste the stats, opponent. Taste the 17 in stats. I'm not running this card, should I? I don't really amass a lot of creatures, honestly. Yeah, no, I'll go to attacks. Okay. So do I draw with this Mightstone? There's not really anything else to do with it, right? I don't see killing the... I mean, yeah, there's no way drawing is wrong. Killing the 0/1 is not worth this here. I just really should always do this. That was a good draw, I think. Yeah. If I was going to draw something, this is probably a good thing to draw. It gave me my land drops, so... If I killed the token, it makes it harder to cast things through the statue. But they're really on the one spell a turn anyways. Yeah, like the statue, killing this 0/1 just didn't seem right. and it looks like that was a correct assessment. So I will swing all out? No, just with these two. Though I could have simply attacked with this, and it doesn't really matter. But they would just eat it for free, essentially. Sacrifice another Eldrazi, yep. Just make sure I can't cast that, yep. Did I miss lethal? I forgot I had Rogue's Passage. Did I just miss lethal? Could have made the 10-10 unblockable. I might have just missed lethal. That's alright. It's an excuse to just play Ulamog. Which my punt apparently needs to cast. So I'm going to go to attacks first. Because I'm sniffing out some kind of problem, and there's the problem. There it was. This is why I did not want to cast Ulamog first. And I will replay you. You. Kill the thingy here. You. Alright. Oh, right, this is free. Forgot. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to play Ulamog. It seemed like they were leaving up something spooky. Sweet, we got there. And Ulamog was on the table. Now, I still could have simply cast it, but getting hit by Rift, having no turn, exiling half my opponent's deck is useless, right? Doesn't really accomplish much, so it would make sense to wait. Because I don't know why they wouldn't at least cast their commander with all that mana and stuff, so, you know, they were definitely leaving something up. Good read by the Ulamog gamer. Yeah, but I did have the passage, but who needs lethal when you have, like, you know, when you have that? Oh, my leg. Alright. Didn't need Ulamog. Ulamog's more of a psychological warfare. Two losses, 2 wins, technically. I imagine it's going to be a lot more losses than wins at the end of it, though. Though that first game was winnable. I could have won that first game. Maybe. It could have definitely panned out differently. Semblance Amble, yet again, looking kind of dumb. Maybe not. I don't know. Palantir's interesting, although, yeah, I don't know. Still cracking even? Yeah, I guess. Is this going to be the video? A video? Yeah, probably. Alright, well, that's interesting. Is it interesting enough? I don't know, maybe trying to scam my opponent with this card is just better. They're gonna certainly mill. So I want that land. And then I can play this on Eldrazi. And maybe we're getting somewhere? Went 5 and 13. We can do it again. Man, I would like Inventor's Fair, but I doubt they're gonna let me draw it, so they're just gonna mill 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, well, this probably blows out the Palantir and not the... Yeah, it just blows out the Palantir. That's another land. We have 1, 2... I think I just keep any land. Play this. Play Semblance Anvil. Get rid of... Which Eldrazi? Probably the big Emrakul. Big old Emrakul there. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. We're gonna get there. Oh, please. Please. Come on. Ugh. Alright. So 1, 2, 3. Karn is fine. Which one? Which Ulamog? I guess this one? No, that doesn't seem right to me. I'd rather attack their lands. Yeah, I want to go after the blue. Well, you can't pay for it. You can't cast this. I'm taking out both your blue sources. Opponent! Oh no! You can't do that! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, you're not supposed to, maybe they didn't pay attention to the blue lands I was exiling? I think they were not paying too close attention to the blue I was exiling. And that wasn't really the card I was thinking about when I went for the blue. But it looks like it worked out fine, just fine. Look at that. Love to see it. That was a game. Alright, well, I have a positive win rate somehow. Okay. Sometimes the days I don't stream, when I'm trying to get my, like, wins for the day, I'll have like a 0-10 streak no matter what format I play, and I'm just like, I guess I'm not getting the dailies done. I gotta go to bed. But I really try to get 4 wins a day at least. I don't do 5. Yeah, that was a nuts outcome. I guess I chose the right Ulamog. Who would have thought? Alright, so we're back to the proliferate thing. But it's a different gamer. Oh, never mind. This is not the proliferate thing. This is the other one. Little weird looking, but okay. Do I play this next turn? I cannot fundamentally use this next turn, or the turn after. So I guess there's no reason to play it next turn. Okay, the game might just be immediately over. That's fun. I'm not playing against that. I literally lost on turn 1. Cool. Lower the dailies to 10? I don't see much of a reason to grind out 10 wins. I just stop at 4. I'm a free-to-play player. Stopping at 4 has got me this far, and never going to 10. Well, if there's a day, you know, like today, I'll probably win at least 10 games, even if it takes 40 games to play, you know. But like the day I don't stream, 4 is fine. That's where you get like the big chunk of stuff. Now, during the Pauper thing, I got like 25 wins a day. Can't control myself. Put Pauper in front of my face, expect me to behave. If this dies, I lose the game, but that's fine. Alright, I'm glad my opponent had to take that much time finding steam vents. Rocket science. No, rocket surgery. Ugh. Uh-oh. Alright, Chaos Wand, you know what to do. Please, cast it. Thank you. So you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, kind of close, actually. Alright, so I can... No, that doesn't work. That's not worth it. So I'm going to play this instead of Chaos Wand. Yeah. I'd be surprised if my opponent had anything that dealt with my artifacts this turn cycle. Yep. A red-white Hackdos player probably doesn't do that kind of thing. Okay, so I want to play Chaos Wand, and I also like to activate it, but that's most assuredly incorrect. Alright, we're getting there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Anvil is felt useless. Unless I have a Changeling or an Eldrazi. Alright, Hackdos, what do you got? Other than 2, so 2's the number. We're gonna block. I'm surprised they actually swung. I don't think I would let me draw here. Doesn't seem right, but who knows? Alright, send it. It is 6. Did we take out a removal spell? Planar Disruption? I guess March would do it as well. Seal. Want to add some cards. Can't block that. So, I don't know if am I winning this race? I am, right? It's got Annihilator 6, person winning. Our first Ulamog attack? Opponent actually let us do it? No way. There's no stopping this. Oh, sure. There is stopping it. There is, in fact, a way to stop it. Explains why my opponent's not conceded. Alright, so we play this. We get rid of that. We can also crack this obelisk for a 6. Does that always get the... Oh, it gets Ujin? Kind of meh. But that's okay. Can play out all my stuff. Basket my Chaos Wand. Getting bots in my Twitch chat again, as is tradition. K-Command is a very good card to put under this token. That's pretty cool. I'm just gonna scry one now. Guess I can upkeep scry too. They did not attack Ujin. That is moderately concerning. Sure, I can recast Ulamog, but Haktos does get to attack repeatedly. Oh, I also don't get my K command. Tragic. Cityscape Leveler. This does not blow up Haktos, but it surely is a better card than like an average card in my deck at this point. And I can blow up the Urabrask Forge, and I suppose I should, because it's going to run out of control. And it's a ward card for like paying for ward and whatnot. So let's play the old draw a card. Shoot. This is a problem. Blast Zone on 4? I think we Blast Zone on 4. So I should not cast this? Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Sweet. I found a way to live. Stole my opponent's swords. Don't know where it gets me long term, though. How can I deal with this? I don't think I can. Nope, it's protection from 2, so that doesn't work. Can't tap this. This doesn't do it. I can scry for a bunch. I think my best bet is to roll something spicy. Please? Lightning Helix. Oh, it's 2! I killed Haktos when I shouldn't have been able to. Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Okay, so... Okay. There's no way I win this game. That was nuts. That was completely insane. Opponent has nothing, so we play this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Scry 7, make a bunch of tokens. Oh, rip. Tybalt's Trickery, that's kind of nuts. Okay, stealing my opponent's turn does not seem super ideal right now. I actually don't think I want to cast that, genuinely. So I'll just recast Ulamog. It's got 7 counters, decline. I can just Semblance Anvil this at this point, because I can't cast it. Or I just would never tap it for any reason. Still no attack. Because the first attack with Ulamog is... Yes! Oh! Yes! That's nuts. That's insane! That's insane. Wow, my opponent got scammed. See? Told you Chaos Wand, OP. Swords to stay alive, and then Lightning Helix to kill Haktos with the only thing I could hit it with a 2-mana spell. That's... Wow, my opponent is going to really feel the pain of that one, man. That's... That's a game to remember. That's disgusting. And we swung with Ulamog, and they had Teferi's protection too. What a nut! That's wow. I'm gonna remember that game for a while. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, and we drew the Semblance Anvil, which was arguably completely dead. So bloop. What a nuts game. Man, feels good to win that one. I'm never gonna top that game. That's just not gonna happen. That was a peak game of the stream for sure. I had no business winning that. Literally no business. I'd probably uninstall. Yeah, opponent might uninstall. Yeah, when you're playing Ulamog, better lucky than good. So I used to play Transmogrifying Wand as well. Probably isn't the way to go anymore, but I can make an argument for it. But for the most part, I'm not a fan of it anymore. Paradox Engine's weird. What's the card that should be in here that's not? Yeah, Mystic Forge. Forgot about it. That's easy enough. Yep, that works perfectly. Karn the Great Creator. Yeah, can't have a sideboard for that. Karn the Great Creator might not belong in here. Doesn't really shut down most opponents' decks. Let me think about this more. Animating one of my artifacts is also not really that exciting at all. Like, I just, of all the Karns, it certainly doesn't feel too useful. I just sort of threw it in there. Ashnod's Altar can be useful, but it has to... I have to have like a specific situation go down. But maybe that's worth trying. I'm going to try Ashnod's Altar. Tapping and then sacking my mana dorks is something I can do. It's a lot of mana out of nowhere. Might as well try. Look at that. Q time was instant too. Look at that. Alright. Ignore opponent, play mana. Which is what my opponent's probably going to do as well. Blitzing for that 1 mana green drop, I'm sure. No. Land, mana rock. Okay. Opponent whiffed on their Satyr Wayfinder. Tragic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ulamog buried treasure? I mean Ujin buried treasure? Don't you touch my... Don't you look at my cards. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of here. Oh, they're deciding what to kill. That's fair. Alright, so again, 4, 5, 6. Yes! Yeah! Yeah, we beat a green deck that whiffed on its Satyr Wayfinder, but it did have interaction. It actually did do something. Sweet. I'll take it. I will take that. Love to see it. Alright. So far, so good, honestly. So far, so good. I'm not upset with the outcome of the majority of my games. Alright, can they beat Platinum Angel? Whenever you cast a historic spell, return blah blah blah. So this is that weird mono-white, like, combo loopy thingy. I'm pretty sure there's going to be an answer to Platinum Angel in there, but I still kind of like this hand because maybe it just, like, they don't answer this and I just sit behind it while they like combo off and proceed to not win because it's sitting in play. But maybe I'm in a fantasy world, who knows? Sure. Why not? It's also pretty easy for this deck to combo, like, without much struggle. I don't have any graveyard hate. Alright, Palantir. You know what to do. No, and let him mill the land, I guess. I don't know. So we play this, right? Yep. And I have to survive another turn. Demonic Tutor is interesting. Lightning Helix is arguably the best thing that to play, I think, here, or to attempt, at least. Blast Zone is also interesting, but they're gonna mill it. They're gonna mill it. Let's see if I hit Emrakul and Ulamog and win. Nope. That'd be funny though. Alright, opponent has Blast Zone, so my Platinum Angel plan is not looking right. Alright, my opponent did not immediately win the game. Love to see it. Alright, Thought Not Seer. Surely you do something interesting? Nope. Let's play Incubator? No, I think I want to leave up Lightning Helix. Chaos Wand can go, but the Beacon can stay. Let us... It's probably not right to interact until they try to go for a trigger. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Opponent has answer to Platinum Angel now for essentially the rest of the game. I don't like my chances here. Yeah, I don't think anything matters. I don't think there's... I mean, playing Platinum Angel doesn't do anything. I mean, it kind of does something, but not really. I'm going to name Eldrazi. Just going to name Eldrazi. Could name Angel, but no. So I have a 1/1 blocker, which probably doesn't have anything too significant. Oh! Okay, well they're gonna let me draw these, otherwise they simply die. Yeah. So if I see another turn, I'm sitting pretty. Just have to see another turn, which, I mean, kinda looks likely. I think. Maybe not. I didn't die to damage. Alright, they just put counters on Blast Zone. Okay. So stealing their creatures makes them sack all their creatures, right? Which is probably better than anything else I can do in this spot. So I'm going to do that. Like, making them sack all their creatures feels like the right thing. Sacking the Circuit Mender, I believe I get my Thought-Knot Seer back, and I get to see the hand again, too. This has to be right. I'm just gonna Shift-Enter, because it's trying to animate my Blink Moth for no reason. They drew a card first, the way they sacrificed, so now Thought-Knot sees another card, which could be very nice. And we don't care about Blast Zone, obviously, at this point. That's an easy take. Alright, I'm arguably showing lethal. Sort of. Not really, but kind of. Do I assume my opponent blocks is the question? I don't know. Probably? Oh, right. They didn't... Right, yeah. They didn't cast it. They did not cast it, so it just works. That's annoying. What a crazy game this is so far. Very back and forth. So, I want to exile their commander again and the Altar of Dementia? Does that make any sense? I guess I'm casting this first. Play that, exile the commander and the altar. So they stop doing that. And if Rasad ever dies, I get my thing back, but I don't want to risk, like, them reanimating it again, and then I lose Rasad forever. Lose my board. Which is fairly likely. And I'll just play out the ring, that's fine. I go down a mana dork, but I go back up a mana dork. Yeah, well, I'm always hitting the altar, but I'd like to tempo the commander yet again. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, there we go. Look, are they gone? What's happening? Don't want either of those. Oh, Forsaken Monument. I mean, it's a little late to the party, but I guess it's still fine. Swords to Plowshares, sure. Okay, I do get to see another turn. No Graveyard Hate for Adventure's Fair to find. So, I think I am just playing this. We can play it off the colored mana as well, which is really nice. Allows my 2 creatures in play to also actually attack, which is pretty cool. I can also potentially hit crucial combo cards by doing this. I'm not going to animate the Blink Moth Nexus. Although I actually just can. I simply can do that. Let's sack this. To oh, wait. Let's do this. You know what's probably a good idea is to go 1, 2. I think I'm just going to play Platinum Angel. It just keeps me safe against something out of nowhere next turn, even though it's not super likely they can do anything next turn. I think that's okay. And a double block off of the Flesh Raker's fine. So if they give me back Emrakul and then they kill Emrakul, I lose my board, which apparently is what's going to happen right now, so maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, I guess that was a mistake then. That's not good. I gave my opponent an opportunity to kill their own creature, and that might have actually cost for the game here, so... It's a combo where you just loop your graveyard over and over. Yeah, I'm going to lose my board again. Whoops. Not the best idea from me. Yeah, that was a pretty terrible idea, actually. I did the worst thing I could have done. Opponent has 31 cards left. Yeah, this was a huge, unnecessary mistake. They blow up Inventor's Fair. I, to be fair, never got around to using it. Certainly would not have been totally useless, so... I should check their exile zone to see if I can parse out if I've exiled the combo or not. Might not matter. They're getting incredibly close to just losing for being decked out. I'm just gonna roll this. Alright. Something cool. Something cool. Alright, sure. Treasure tokens. I guess I'll take it. Ooh, alright. They can't mill, and we hit some 2 giant bangers on top. So it looks like I did take the combo out of their deck. So it could be very difficult to win here. Sure, it's just a 21-21 with no text. Oh, come on, let me win this game. Come on. Come on, so close. Oh, I need to win this. But yeah, it just loops stuff infinitely, and then kills you with a big, spooky damage combo thing. So they have no cards in hand. Do I swing or do I not? Surely I swing. It must be right to swing. In fact, it might not even be right to cast Emrakul here. Might not even be right to do that. Okay, so I want to keep Rasad around. And no, it's right to do this because now I can force them to tap. Alright, I won this game. Yep. Wow, what a crazy game. What a crazy game. When the game goes on like this, it makes your like opponent who probably thinks your colorless deck is a joke and they just lose to it in this slow grindy thing just so miserable. But yeah, there was a mistake to let them do this that one turn cycle for sure. But honestly, they right then and there with no way to reanimate this actually did block. So I could have just let this block, see what happened, and then just next turn did the same thing later. Because it's kind of hard for them to ever go off with what they currently have in the graveyard, and we did hit combo pieces, right? We hit the Reservoir, which is the big one. I don't know what the other ones are. Oswald's a nice one to get rid of too. Scrap Trawler is a good one. Yeah, Inventor's Fair, and also Altar. Yeah, we just hit some pretty good things, so it was very difficult to ever get a combo going. But they can still, like, win with creature value nonsense, but... Oh, yes! 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 Love it. Even through my grave self-sweeping mistake, I still won. Get Schmieded. We actually almost did put Emrakul and Ulamog on top for Palantir. We almost had them. They were like next to each other, just a few turns too late. But if they did mill those immediately, they would have died like immediately in that game from the Palantir. Would have been really funny. Felco Spara? What? Enters the battlefield. Shield counter. Look at top. Cast spells in the top. Moving counter creature. No, I have not. I haven't played it, nor have I seen that in probably since New Capenna came out. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Derevi, except I'd prefer to play Derevi. It looks pretty heavy into its green, too, because all the 1/1 counter nonsense it wants to do. Alright, it's a Garuda deck, so it's kind of swingy. Could just, like, lose out of nowhere. That's alright, though. We know what we signed up for. Turn 1 Bajuka Bog. Opponent, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? Been seeing it recently? Could be a streamer or a YouTuber. What's his face? He played Kaya once, and then all I saw was Kaya for like 4 days. So maybe someone played it. Someone with like an actual following. That following is not me. So, alright, we lose to one of the cards that shouldn't be in the format. That's fun. Moving on. I love me a turn 3 Gyruda with no recourse. CGB? Is that a YouTuber or is that like a Magic term? I don't know what that means. The only YouTuber I know that plays Magic Arena is Legend VD. I don't watch him, but I know he exists. I play too much of this game to watch someone else play it. You can't convince me to play this game or watch someone play it. So that's just not happening. It's just not going to happen. Play way too much of this. Yeah, it's a YouTuber? Okay. I know Channel Fireball and stuff, like modern, all that jazz. Magic Online content? I like Magic Online content. But I am not watching Magic Arena content. You cannot make me, and I never will. So let's play something that dodges the Esper Sentinel, I guess? I don't know. This kind of looks really bad. Covert Blue. Not familiar with that one. Not familiar with that guy. Or girl. Oh no, it's a cartouche. Alright, Esper Sentinel is going to draw my opponent all the cards in the world, but at this point I can't really stop that. So if I play this, I get no interest tapped, play this, yep. And then play this one, I guess? Doesn't really matter. Actually, they're functionally identical. Let's do that. Alright, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can play this in a land, and then the turn after have the ability to spam this, but it has to, like, work. So we'll see. I've seen more egregious Dark Rituals than this. Whenever modified, tell the kind of counter on it. Creature turns permanent. Alright. I think I can overcome what's happening to my face, but maybe not. Who knows? Is it right to go for this? I think it is. I genuinely don't have much faith in other ideas that my hand can present, so I'm just going to play this. And if they kill me, so be it. Or if they deal with it, I think the game is basically over, but we'll see. Magic the Gathering Ambassador? Yeah, I'm not that. That's probably not going to ever happen to me. It's been 6 years. I don't think it's going to happen by now. It'd be kind of cool, though. It would definitely give me more of an incentive to keep, like play more and make more content and stuff. Don't think it's going to happen, though. Alright, so they are drawing, like, infinite cards, but if I untap with this bridge, I can get... I believe Portal to Phyrexia is in my deck. I'm pretty sure it is, at least. And they don't have Stifle up. Okay. So, Planar Bridge. Bask in my glory. Get rid of your board. Cool. Awesome. Actually worked. Love to see it. Never say never, yeah. Maybe I have gotten offers and I just haven't seen them because they, like, email you. I don't actually know how they go about contacting you because I don't check my emails. Like, ever. I don't look at my emails. Maybe, like, 2 years ago, like, hey, you want to be a Magic Ambassador? No, I just, like, never read it. But, you know, they get into my YouTube comments or, like, my Twitch chat or something. Because otherwise, you know, there's no way of knowing. I would have no way of knowing. It's kind of funny. So if they have Farewell, I kind of just lose even after this really good situation I've put myself in. Okay, that does not seem to be what's happening to me. They search their library for something spooky. Boromir is a card I don't actually have an answer to, especially if it starts flying. Which is very likely. It is exile non-land permanent. Okay, so do I want Esper Sentinel or Giver? Giver is nice, and maybe Esper Sentinel is too easy to play around. I'm gonna go for Giver. Enchant it. Yeah, so they can take out my portal, and I'm sure they will. But if they give this flying, I am dead. And I have nothing I can do about that. I have nothing I can do about it. Wait. What if I... No, that doesn't do anything either, right? It's mana neutral to just untap the Arid Archway. Am I tripping? You pay 2 to just... Yeah, no, that doesn't... This is mana neutral. It doesn't do anything. Alright. So... Wait, let's slow down here. I can do this again, I forgot. I can do it whenever I want. I don't have to do it right now. I almost forgot I still have this. I don't believe there's any reason not to hold on to this. Yeah, because I can randomly get a surprise flyer. I think this works. I can also get Platinum Angel with Giver of Runes, and then we're happy, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I almost forgot Planar Bridge is not a one-time thing. Alright, yeah, I'm certainly going to do it again. Avoiding a creature would be kind of ideal, because given what they're doing, I can make their life more expensive. I can get Ujin. Forsaken Monument is huge if I get another turn. This is actually really hard. The One Ring is not... Oh! Hello, dual lands. Oh, wait a minute. My opponent doesn't have any basics. Ooh. I only blow up one land? That's a joke. Well, that's what you get for not paying attention. Alright, not my cleanest life choice. Not my cleanest life choice. But you know what? It's alright. We live and learn. Okay, so this has to get a land type. So Sundering Titan, when it goes, will hit a second thing, which would be nice. Okay, there's the flying that I said I didn't want to see, and of course there it is. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, so I think I blundered this game 6 ways to Sunday. Yeah, I blundered. Should have gotten, like, an Eldrazi. I just got too excited. I wanted to blow up a bunch of lands, but my opponent didn't have any. That's miserable. Does that bail me out? Of course it doesn't. What a dumb way to lose this game. Yep. That is a pathetic way to lose a game. Can't believe I did that. Honestly, I sort of just picked the worst thing possible. If I got Forsaken Monument... yeah, if I got literally anything else ever under the sun, that was fine. Even Emrakul, so they can't hit me. Yeah, no, I just got the one thing that was, I got the one expensive artifact in my deck that makes me lose. Yeah, I didn't really, I shouldn't have lost that game. I wouldn't have a long-term answer to the Boromir, though. Yeah, I wouldn't have a long-term answer. So I'm not sure what I would have done. Yeah, no long-term answers anyways. It's annoying. I also shouldn't have blown up their lands, even if I did blow up all their lands. Because they still get to tap them. So, blowing up their lands was wrong, even if it did hit all of their lands. It was still incorrect. Yeah, I just got too excited. Oh, I got too excited. Well, at least we know Bridge is good. Bridge should have won me the game. I just wasn't up to it. Wasn't in the mood to win the game. Alright, well, Atali does what I do, but, like, way better. It's gonna be kind of a boring game. Ignore each other, play ramp spells, and then they win. Because theirs cost 7, and mine cost 10. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Very fun and interesting. I totally played a game of Magic. So they got a 0 and a Beanstalk Giant. That's a 5/5. Probably better to get the land than cast the Giant, in my opinion, but they chose not to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I draw a land, I can cast Ulamog. If I don't, I essentially lose to flip to Tali. think it's better to not cast it and leave it in exile than put it to my graveyard, but apparently not. Oh, cool. I didn't draw land. Why would I? Of course. Silly me. Thinking I could do things. But wait, there's more. Very fun matchup. I'm glad I played against Atali where we ignore each other and nothing matters. I should have conceded turn 0. Stupid matchup. Waste of my time. I could have, if I did play a land and cast Emrakul, or Ulamog, was I fine? Not really, because... No, not really. Atali's indestructible. There's no really swinging into it. Yeah, Atali's indestructible. Just doesn't really get you anywhere. I mean, if I have Annihilator 5 and I swing... No, I just can't attack because I just die. Yeah, it's whatever. Wasting my time. Unwinnable. Okay. I have not cast Null Elemental Blast yet. I will... Yeah, I'm not gonna leave up Null Elemental Blast here. I can blow this up, but I don't really... care about it? Do I blow it up next turn? Do I, like, still not care? Does that change anything? I think the best thing to do here is always play the mana anyways, so... Alright. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about this Kasmina scrying. I don't think, at least. Alright, that I will remove. That's a Scrying Matters card with a Scrying Commander. Just kind of nuts. I don't like a lot of my plays here, but I don't really have a choice. Kind of a miserable turn. If I drew a land there, I was actually quite happy. Yeah, I really wanted to draw a land. Search a buy for an instant or sorcery that shows a color with this planeswalker casted. So I lose next turn to... I don't know. Nexus of Fate? Oh no, that's banned. Instant or sorcery, so they can't get Omniscience. If I draw a land, I'm still kind of okay. Ugh. Jeez. Ugh. Miserable. Two turns in a row, a land would have been fine. Godfrail statue would have stopped the ultimate, but no such luck. It's very likely too late to do anything now. I don't know what the perfect tutor, instant, or sorcery is. Tooth and Nail, they can entwine immediately. Those things they can do. I mean, I'll wait till they show me, I guess. I have not played against this commander before, like ever. But Tooth and Nail is the only card I'm really thinking about as a problem. Maybe there's some extra turns. What's it called? The mythic rare thing that takes 2 extra turns or whatever. Maybe it isn't that kind of deck. Well, Tooth and Nail's not on the table anymore. Extra turn doesn't immediately win the game. Yep, it's the stupid card. So... they're all the same, opponent. They all do the exact same thing. They add 1 to my mana pool for this. Yeah, there were 2 turns this game. If I drew a land, I was actually completely fine. Just went 2 turns. And those 2 turns were extremely crucial. So they also didn't cast this before they just scryed, which is weird. A little bit of an order lull. So 5, 6, 7, 8 is not enough. I think my only bet is to play this. I can make a God Pharaoh statue. I can make a Metalwork Colossus. All of my options are kind of lame. It's extremely likely I'm not alive anymore, but I'll make my opponent show me. Oh, right, so they just get a bunch of 3/3s, and I can't block. Let's see, I block 1, 2, 3. I take 7 on board currently. Just 7. Requires a triple block. I go down those 2. 2 of those things are dead. I'm just going to concede. Opponent's playing kind of slow anyways, I don't know. Any excuse for me to get out of this game, I'm going to use it. That's my excuse. My opponent was slow. No, we're doomed. We're doomed. We go to 1 in best case scenario, and then my next turn is not really anything anyways. I saw no other Planeswalkers in their deck, which is weird. I saw no Planeswalkers, and I saw a bunch of Proliferate, which makes you think they want to race to the ultimate, but the ultimate getting Expropriate is not how you win games, so I'm not sure what else was going on. Don't really know how that deck plays, fundamentally. Alright, Zur. Well, Fleshraker's nice. I think. Do I even play Bauble turn 1 because of Fleshraker? Probably maths out to the exact same. Having cast this now or later. Because it like, yeah, it might be the same. Play 1, 2, and then turn... How do I weave this in? Not sure. K-Command is fine. I think I'm just playing this. Seems weird to not play it, so... And sacking the Bauble is okay, actually. Hold on. I can just sack the Bauble. because then the Iron Crag isn't cast for the Flesh Raker. It's kind of the same. Enchantments are cheaper and unlocks are cheaper. Okay. Confounding Conundrum. Alright, it's a good thing I cracked the Wayfarer's Bauble, because I will never have this come up for me again. Ashnod's Altar is very good with Glaring Flesh Raker. Yep. This hopefully works out. If not, then rip. It looks like my opponent went straight to their hand, so it probably won't work out. But if it does, I'm good. If it doesn't, back to playing pretty honest Magic here. There was no end step removal spell. Don't do it. Oh, come on. Dang it. Yeah, back to good old honest Magic here. Super tragic. Would have been very good. I mean, it would have been essentially game-winning if I had it. Can I get rid of it in any way? No, there's no getting rid of this enchantment. So should I just block? It's still a colorless creature for, like, other cards that care about that. Authority of the Councils. Oh, it's also a creature for Ashnod's Altar, so I guess there's a reason to keep it around, huh? So play Ashnod's Altar and pass. Leave up a massive K command. Or maybe just K command for 2, as long as Ashnod's Altar sticks around. This is a 5. I can go 1, 2... No, I can only go up to 4 here. Okay, opponent has another perfect answer, of course. So I do it for 4. Exile. No. These two? Yeah. Nexus of Becoming is interesting. Is it good enough? Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. So I don't think I need this or want it. I don't think I want any of those cards. So casting Ulamog here is not really that exciting, but I think I just have to. But I think I'm just dead if I do. I think I'm just dead. Right, I cast it. I take 9? I take 9? Alright, screw it. They didn't have a counterspell, so I don't know. Maybe there's something here. I don't know what that something looks like, but Ulamog does not have hexproof or indestructible or like anything significant, so it's extremely likely this does not do anything. I don't see much of a reason to block. I don't see a reason not to block, but I'm just not going to block. It's kind of like the same. Alright, so they have an army of things to sacrifice to my Ulamog, but it did not get answered cleanly. So I am going to swing with it. This is the first thing I do for the turn. It's Annihilator 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 mana off. Casting my own Emrakul. Wow, I took kind of an unnecessary risk from not blocking that. If I had 1 more mana here, I think I could have maybe won. Is there anything I can do? I can't play this and also roll it, so we are just dead. Yeah. But yeah, if I cast Emrakul here and stole their turn, I still don't really have anything I can do. I can swing with just this. Discard efficient things or what, like mess up their hand or whatever. The best case scenario is, yeah, no, there's nothing I can do. Surprisingly close though. I thought there'd be a hard answer to Ulamog, but there wasn't. And if I could, there's really nothing that gets me out of that. My best bet is my opponent sacks the wrong 8 cards. I think that's the only thing. GG, that was you. Wait, when did you post that comment? I don't know. I wasn't looking. That person just there? The Xur player or the one before it? Stream Sniper, yeah. I mean, I'm playing Ulamog. There's not really anything fancy. I'm not doing... There are no surprises, except maybe Kolagon's command. That's probably the only thing. Probably. It's pretty obvious when you have it. Yeah, there's no surprises out of the Eldrazi deck. Oh, my back. Oh, and this isn't ranked, so I can't get upset. Oh, you were the Xur player. All right. I was about to say, if you were the blue-green player before that one, it's a good thing you had me muted because I was complaining about them. I was like, oh, they're playing so slow. But if you're the Xur player, I don't think I complain about the Xur player. No. No. I didn't have any spicy comments about their play. Oh, at least I don't think I did. Yep. First stream sniper. That's when you know you've made it. You've made it big. Oh, okay, we're back to red. Fine. My chair's creaking. Well, it's not. I wouldn't say it's hard to build around. It's just hard to get it to work because a lot of your cards are like, you don't have a lot of options, right? I called the Xur player ugly. No, I don't think so. Actually, Xur had nothing to do with the game, right? Like my opponent didn't actually. They didn't cast Xur. This is all really bad. This is all, like, really bad. Alright. Do I want more lands? I feel like I don't want more lands. This doesn't seem like that kind of deck. Whatever, I sent a poison counter. Taste the rainbow opponent. Flameblade Adept is a nuts card to have on turn 1 in a deck like this. It's probably my opponent's best one-drop, other than just it being Ragavan again. Because it, like, swings as a 3-2 almost always? Yeah, that's... Oh, wait, did it get nerfed? What? What's happening? Why did I only get +1/+0? I thought this got +2/+0 when it swung. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. We have 4 mana, which means we don't do much in way of significant things. Alright, so I got 4, 5, Sword of 6, K command. Yeah, I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Oh, they also have Inti? What kind of hand is this? And Faithless Looting? I didn't even see the Faithless Looting. Do you also have Ragavan? Surely. I mean, you have everything else that's God tier. Alright. You got it. I also drew colorless Elemental Blast, so... Sort of a non-draw there. You used to need a contract to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, but now you do not. Twitch is extremely difficult, if not outright impossible, to grow on, so... My YouTube streams are 4 to 5 times better in terms of, like, retention rate, chat speed, whatever that means, all that jazz. Even the VOD, like your Twitch VOD, it's like mine gets 60 to 100, maybe. let's say like 30 to 100. But the YouTube stream VOD is like over 100 consistently. So even the past stream, it just gets more viewership. So it's hard to grow on Twitch. Very hard. Arguably impossible. You can't really do it if it's your only platform. And I think it was my only platform for a while. Right? I can't remember when I started actually uploading my, It used to be only upload my VODs to YouTube, and then I started actually making real videos. Okay, this is a very, very, very problematic Ratabrick opener here. I do not feel remotely fast enough. This is like the fastest I've ever seen this. Wow, yeah. Well, at least they wasted their really good draw on a colorless deck that had no chance. So I can find solace in that. You lost to this person today? What, this Ratabrick player or the one before? Alright, opponent's taking too long. Oh, we're not winning this. My opponent could probably skip 2 turns, but that was insanely fast. Alright, what is not working? Well, what does that even mean when you look at a deck like this? Ashnod's Altar is very scary. I mean, when I played it, my opponent dealt with it. I must be doing something right. It that heralds the end only discounts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in the entire deck. It is technically a rampant growth for like my commander, which is why I'm playing it. But other than that, it doesn't really do anything. +1/+1 on the other creatures I don't care about. There's no good 2s though. I mean, I'm running all the good 2s already. So kills you turn 5. Well, they're doing something right, because they killed me turn 4. So, I don't know how they're doing it, but they must have solved the Ratabrick. We could just simply run Mimic instead of Herald's the End. I think that's fine. There's the 2-mana draw a card, spammy cards like Maze Mind's Tome, Reckoneer, Bankbuster. What about Urza's Tomb? No, no. If I'm ever, like, spending 3 mana to draw a card, I've lost the game, right? The game's just over. If I'm at that point, it's not anything I can do. Collector's Vault is more reasonable, actually. Let's try that. What is not working? Cityscape Leveler is a weird intermediate card that doesn't feel in line with the rest of what my deck is doing. But same with Sundering Titan. It comes in so late that like it seldom works. It probably shouldn't be in here. It's also an 8-drop. To run Bauble? No. I don't think a 0-mana Bauble... All you do is, like, shave a card out of your deck, because you're not using the Bauble for anything, except the... whatchamacallit? The Flesh Raker would care about Bauble, but other than that, you're just thinning your deck of a card, which is okay, right? It's alright. You can't go wrong thinning your card of a deck. Thinning your deck of a card. The cycling artifacts for 1 mana do essentially the same thing again, which, again, just glaring Flesh Raker. I don't know. You could do it if you wanted to lower the cards. Like, so, Gleaming Barrier is kind of difficult to actually have it get killed, and by the time it does die, it's actually kind of hard to... Yeah, it's hard to exploit that treasure token, honestly. I mean, this probably would have just been better, because it just makes a treasure token when it enters. So this probably should have just been in that spot. Giving my Ulamog flying doesn't ever matter. I'm honestly giving anything in my deck flying doesn't really matter. I mean, yeah, these are just like one-use rampant growths, and I'm not totally upset with those. Treasure Vault is also weird. Haven't tried it. I guess it's arguably better than a Random Wastes. There's no way I'm ever flipping Azor's Gateway. Remember that one? There was one player who flipped this like immediately. I remember that. It was like they played it turn 2 and then flipped it like every activation was perfect. Flipped it and won because of it. I'd never seen that before. It was completely nuts. I only have 3 5s. Just not reliable. I mean, maybe it works. Draw a card, then exile a card from your hand. If it's 5 or more... No, it just doesn't work. It's 5 turns of using that is ridiculous to me. That's, like, ridiculous. Especially on turn 2 as a not ramp spell. It just doesn't seem like it works. Among types in your graveyard? Ugh. Yeah, I kind of have all the good ones. I don't even really like Staff of Completion. Skyclave Relic is either 3 or 6, which could matter. Like, this is situational. There's probably merit there. Immortal Sun discounts everything, but I don't know how I would get that in here. Which, surely one of these Karns is terrible, right? Kind of like this Karn. But what about this one? I don't know. I feel like I want it in play at least once before I decide it's bad. I forgot to say this in the intro, but the more snowlands you're running, like the more wastes, I think the better off I am. Like, compared to what my opponents are doing against me, right? Like, I think this lowers your deck's power level, like deck weight point wise, whatever the bracket tier system. So if I add more utility lands, it boosts my opponent's deck's power levels up higher. Honestly, I don't even like Demolition Field. It's almost never right to find a spot to sack this. It's so uncommon to use Demolition Field. And any situational land I cannot run, I think is better. Just for the sake of not understanding the deck weight system. Fundamentally, right? Or just going off of what it used to be. Like Blinkmoth Nexus is almost always useless. Ujin's Labyrinth has not worked yet, but that's okay. Deserted Temple has no functional purpose. I can't untap any land that matters. So, yeah, add a mana. But it doesn't add a mana to my commander. Urza's Cave? Just for Cavern of Souls? Well, Eldrazi don't care about getting countered that much. I mean, it sucks, but it's not the worst thing because it, like, cast triggers. So if anything's going to get countered... I also haven't seen a counter spell in, like, 90 minutes, which is weird. It's like very strange. This would more often than not just find Arid Archway. but it depends. Like finding Cavern of Souls, not a single game has mattered yet. I could just take this out because I know this card used to increase your deck weight point wise. But the thing is, our opponents are already kind of like at the bottom of the tier list of like power level, so I don't know if I even have to lower it any further. Doesn't seem like I do. Urza's Cave is, I mean, we can just put it in. Why not? Just throw it in there. For the one game it works every 4 hours. I'll just throw it in there. Foundry Inspector, discounting artifacts has been a little weird at 3. Okay, that's probably enough changes though. I really just want to remove the bridge in the that other thing. Send it. I got all like the good games that this deck will play out in like the first hour. So, I'm satisfied. I got all my good games. I got all the good games. Yeah, Thespian stage. Copy Arid Arcway once every 4 hours. If I knew how the lands worked, deck weight-wise, it would be a lot easier. But I need every chance I can get. Thespian stage is weaker than making my opponent's matchup quality stronger, so I always want to play against weaker opponents than I want situational fancy lands that don't really matter most of the time. Arguably almost 99% of the time. So if Ornithopter dies, I die? Is that okay? Why not? I've kept sketchier. Eldrazi Temple on Arena? Ooh, let's slow down there. It would be nice for Eldrazi commanders, but it would not be nice for the rest of Magic Arena. So let's not do that. Oh, we're both doing the same thing, I just noticed. I think my opponent probably has an edge, a little bit more of an established strategy. Also has a color attached to it, so they can play like good cards. Alright, Ornithopter, I need you to live for 2 turns, actually. Mirrodin's Core, haha. Alright. Opponent just sending all of them, saying screw it. Refuse to play wastes. Okay, what? I'm not sure what the purpose of that is, but that's what my opponent did. I'm going to name Eldrazi, because they could have Tybalt's Trickery. Okay, they should have done that on their own turn. There's no way you give me mana for no reason. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's the other whatchamacallit? Solemn Simulacrum. Oh, they have the Soul Land too? Wait, it's not a cave, it's a desert, yeah. So they got Urza's Cave. At this point it probably is mandatory I play this, so I don't lose. I think I have to quite literally play this here. So I don't like lose. Prismatic and a mono is a 2-color deck. They want colorless mana sometimes. Like there's probably 1 or 2 wastes in here. So they can cast like Thought-Knot Seer or something true colorless, Fleshraker. It's also okay to deck thin if you're like a min-max Sea Sweat Lord, I guess. But it's probably not worth the 1 life ever. I don't know if they have any shuffle effects, like Brainstorm, draw, discard, or draw, put back on top. Yeah, it's just a worse Soul Ring, but well, it's probably where Soul Ring should be in normal EDH. Kind of upset that Soul Ring didn't get banned in that crazy ban wave they had not too long ago. Alright, so I am actually winning the mana race, which is kind of nuts. Honestly, it's a bit nuts. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have Ulamog. They're going to need a braid or something fancy. Does this get the Artifact Tutor Inventor's Fair thing? It does not. It gets Ujin's Labyrinth, which exiles random Eldrazi. Cool. Okay. I think that was a bit unusual, but I'm going to send it. I won? Did I actually win? Opponent say good game. Opponent say good game and proceeded not to concede. Alright, cool. Dude, am I not understanding something? What's going on here? Treacherous Greed. So I lose all of my permanents, and I take 23. Alright, losing to the red cards. Fun. Yep. No playing around that one. Moon's Silver Key in here to tutor Forsaken Monument? No, I don't think I have Moon's Silver Key in here. I guess I could run it. I don't know. I'm really heavy into the if I don't cast a ramp spell every turn, I lose the game. And that's not a ramp spell. It does find one, but like the intermediate is not a ramp spell. So I'm not super big on it. But I could just put it in here instead of something. I'm sure there's a card in here that would be very easy to remove for that card. Let's play Mimic? I guess I am going to play Mimic here. And then just sack it to the Obelisk. That's okay. Like this game could be a good example where if I didn't cast a ramp spell on turn 2, I might just straight up lose and nothing matters. Okay, whenever land you control enters, blah blah blah. So, yep. How many times do you have to tap this? Twice? One, two, three, four, five. So I can play Gilded Lotus into Skyclave Relic. It's weird the token is a common. Did they just do that backwards? They did. They did that, like, super backwards, actually. So, play this. Tap this. Play that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have Ulamog, but there's a pretty good chance I'm dead anyways, so. Mana Dorks in a landfall deck? No, you always want Mana Dorks. Those are the best cards in the format. It's not even a question. It's not even close. It's not even close. Birds of Paradise is better than anything else you could possibly do in the game. Yeah, this is going to be one of those nothing I do matters. I watched my opponent kill me while I played no cards that mattered. At least I got to cast Ulamog. That's always fun, right? that game was probably arguably over because of Birds of Paradise, actually. No other card mattered. Should have conceded when I saw the 1-drop. Okay, I'm going to drop Cityscape Leveler. We can, I guess, try Moon Silver Key. I did look at it before I hit the stream button. I just didn't. Didn't go for it. But surely it's better than the 8-drop that has not done anything yet. We could also play the Cave Tutor 4-mana creature, which I'm not super excited about. But it goes and gets a land, and then that land can go get another land. And then that land can go get Forsaken Monument. It's just like, it's not realistic. It's not realistic. There is a way you can get the cave into Inventor's Fair into Forsaken Monument. Maybe I should just put it in for the sake of it. But it costs 4. It has to at least maybe be better than Solemn Simulacrum. But like, by how much? Don't ask me. I also don't know the name of it. I believe it's a 3/2? Yeah, Scampering Surveyor can find Urza's Cave, and then Cave can find... I could take out Null Elemental Blast. Some games it's useless, in other games where it isn't useless, it doesn't fundamentally buy any reasonable amount of time. Like, killing one thing won't actually change much. But that's not always true. Sometimes this is really good. Sometimes it is really good. Sometimes it isn't. Could just... No, I don't want to do that. I could take out... I think I'm just going to take this card out. I'm going to take the card out. I'll just... Let's be honest. It's not going to do anything. It hasn't done anything yet. When I ever go to cast it, it probably dies immediately. Made a Power Stone. It's just not going to do anything. Insights what now? Insights into what? Oh, I didn't see... Oh, it's a different person talking. My bad. Curious about the One Ring? And its most powerful use cases? Well, simply casting the One Ring is its most powerful use case. It is one of the best cards probably ever printed in the history of Magic. Even though it's got nerfed, where you have to like pay 1 mana to activate it. Can't keep this. Oh, I can't keep this either. No, I can't keep this. Okay, we can bin... I kind of want to bin the Godpharaoh statue, because Portal is my way back into the game, and Godpharaoh statue doesn't really affect the black-red player. So... This looks weird, but I think it's just the right thing to do. Still could be wrong, maybe, who knows. So if they lack removal, then Platinum Angel's pretty interesting. If I lose Palladium Mirror, I essentially lose the game. But that's not anything new. Okay, I don't necessarily lose anymore. Amount of life you've lost. Alright, so let's play this. You can't really go wrong with the One Ring. I think it's in my deck right now. If you're talking about historic Brawl, it's always good. Okay, basically had a non-game. Well, at least it wasn't Dark Ritual. Yeah, it's colorless. Any deck can play it, so it's always something to think about in every single deck you make ever. Maybe not like Burn or something, or, you know, 1-2 drop aggro or something. Is it Prowess isn't going to play it, but a lot of decks always take it into consideration. There's ways to untap it so you can use it twice. It gives you protection for a turn. It just keeps drawing more and more and more. It's indestructible. You can play them back to back to loop protection. If I draw land, this might work. If I don't, I kind of lose. Is that worth it? Maybe this doesn't work. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't think that actually works. Okay, that certainly doesn't work. And this kind of works. Get rid of that. Yeah. I really want to get rid of a land there, but I just don't like the risk reward of getting rid of a land. Creatures you control have tap Surveil 1. Oh boy. I don't think I've seen this commander before. Alright, going turn 2 without casting anything is very sketchy. Oh, come on, game. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing it to me? Alright, please ignore Palladium Mirror. Okay, they did, but they played something that I really wish they didn't play. Shoot. So, if ever I had a way out of this, it probably starts with Forsaken Monument. Alright, I got the best card in my deck. Surely we get there. Kana needs to not win the game out of nowhere. Okay, I actually got to deal with this. It doesn't stop Kana, though. I could have just held the blast to deal with whatever they cheat into play. Maybe that was better. Who knows? Okay. It would not have been better. Surgical Metamorph probably copies their Celestius. Forsaken Monument makes no sense here. Maybe Palladium Mirror. They do copy Forsaken Monument, even though there is no colorless or literally anything my opponent can do with that card. So it doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to me. But who knows? Who knows? Oh yeah, if you could play this in the command zone, it'd be the best by far. It wouldn't even be close. It would make it a viable strategy. I wouldn't say it would be the best, like, top tier kind of thing you could do, but it would be, like, the best colorless thing, for sure. Wouldn't even be close. This is my opponent's first green sword. No, it's not. I lied. I lied. Urza's Command. Power Stones and Construct. Neat. Thought Monitor. Alright, so there's more kind of artifact things going on here. It's just none of it's colorless. So again, I think this may have been a mistake. They're like, oh, Mythic Rare card. That's really good. Let me just, like, cast it. Alright, the board wipe probably has to be cast here. I would assume. Is in fact the case. So be it. Take action, yep. Yep. Reanimate their Thought Monitor, sure, sure. So we just simply recast this because that's what we signed up for. And I'm all for casting Ulamog 2 turns in a row. Do it again, opponent. Do it again. I got 17 cards left. Mana Drain was in their deck at one point. Oswald, that thing. Oh, there's a One Ring. Thran Spider. This is cool. Cityscape Leveler, Cosmic Rebirth, Jink Attacks. This is cool. I like this deck. Pretty cool. Still no use for the Forsaken Monument. Still have not used it. I think copying... Oh wow, they had a bunch of legendaries. Yeah, I think they really wanted to put more effort into what this should have been. Just like really think about it. Maybe Palladium Mirror or Mind Stone. Platinum Angel. So we have Annihilator 9, so this doesn't win the game. But it does do a pretty good job at making the... No, I don't think Platinum Angel works here. I can't tell you the last time I've seen someone play a Platinum Angel. That's pretty cool. Alright, they got definitely more than 9 permanents in play, that's for sure. They discover Urza's Silex. Another permanent that's actually pretty good here. Sort of. Sort of. Alright, sack 9 permanents. You should sack the Forsaken... Yeah, there you go. They did sack the Forsaken Monument. And the Silex is double white. All permanents, only sorcery. 6 lands, so if I play a land, I lose all my other lands. What I should do is sack the Mind Stone. Probably. I don't know if my opponent can fundamentally win with the remaining cards, but it's certainly possible. Urza's Cave is fine to play. I'll just sack a different land. This is okay to me. But yeah, because of the Urza Silex, I can't do anything else. If they do sack this, they lose their Platinum Angel, actually. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. Also, their commander's in their graveyard. I also didn't notice that either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't have the mana for it yet. Okay, they do that. Let's sack this. Let's go get Inventor's Fair? Or Buried Ruin? Do I have Buried Ruin in here? No. So... Inventor's Fair? Sack that. Oh, choose 6 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take action. Okay. Opponent has 10 cards in library, 3 cards in hand. Still a fetchable target. So, now what? They're at 5. Planar Bridge. Send it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 8. They basically have to deal with Planar Bridge right now. This would be crazy to win. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. No, that's fine. That's fine. I have Worlds of Phyrexia for that. Oh, I don't have the mana. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Almost thought I didn't. All right. Let's not screw this. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Let's not overthink this. If I had my Sundering Titan here, I probably would have gotten it this one spot here, because then they just can't play the game, and it's just over. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Okay, so they have the Power Stone. They can activate their Takasia. Fortunately, their pool of options are rather low, and Platinum Angel is not going to get there long term, especially when I get to portal stuff. So we'll see what they do. They actually don't even get Platinum Angel. They don't even get Platinum Angel. Okay. So I choose the Planar Bridge, right? No, I choose the portal. How does my opponent deal with the portal? How do they deal with this? Like, just give me the Platinum Angel. What are you gonna do now? Let's play this. Because now they can't reanimate it. And we can fly for one. It makes the Platinum Angel lethal in one attack. Look at that. Blink Moth Nexus actually getting there. So they can reanimate not really anything significant. Thought Monitor just puts you closer to decking out. You're at 4. Nettle Cyst doesn't beat Platinum Angel. Yes, it does. It beats it in the air. We don't want anything to die. Okay, what does this do? Sure. Again, thinning their deck of a card. Maybe not the best idea. Possibly not the best. Yeah. Probably not the best idea. But they could have actually crewed Nettle Cyst here and then made it so I couldn't swing for lethal. But then they would deck out. And as long as this doesn't die and they can't reanimate it with Portal, I'm probably going to win this game. I also have a second Platinum Angel. So, kind of risky though if they did have an answer to Portal and then I couldn't, like, reanimate their Angel. I could potentially lose this game. But through my own Angel, that could be very difficult. Interesting game. Wow, it lasted all the way to the end. Playing a bunch of nonsense here. Whir of Invention. Any ideas? Any ideas here? I don't actually own Karn Legacy Reforged, and I'm not going to craft it, but I actually kind of like this. I actually kind of like it. It doesn't help you cast Eldrazi, though, so. A weird deck to see Kana in. Scholar of the Trove. What? I didn't see any spells really worth scholaring. Huh, alright, cool. I like it. We'll play like one more. I always say that, but maybe I'm for real this time, who knows. Looks like we didn't get 10 wins though. Tragic. I'm probably not going to get 3 more. Easy keep. There's a red-green deck though, and it's green on the play, so that's over. Moving on. I'll say one more real game. If you flicker the One Ring, you don't get infinite protection, because you didn't cast it. It resets the burden counters, which could also not be a good idea if you want to draw a lot of cards. So, flickering it's not very useful. Except saving you from having it kill you with the burden counters, but at that point you've probably already won. But you can't, you don't get protection every turn. Or anything like that. Buried treasure in the Hedron, sure. Land is fine. Oh cool, another game. Well, we're on the play this time, so I guess I don't have to concede immediately. So I lose my Hedron Archive, and then I'm kind of destabilized, like, rather heavily. Okay, they did not take Hedron Archive. To me is a little bit bonkers. They must have some other kind of answer to it. Just don't know what that is. Abzan always has, what's it called? The 2 map tokens card. Get lost. That's it, get lost. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is, what is it? Creatures and non-basics. Enter tap. So I'll play that in this. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yikes. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. The fact that I'm one off is so bad. Oh, that's so bad. But you can see why being on the play versus draw is the only reason this game is happening against Elvish Mystic. 1 mana green card, just the reason I'm haven't already like done my thing. Alright, so let's do anything that might matter? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, that certainly didn't. None of these matter? So I'll just take that one. Alright, I have Ulamog next turn, but again, I think it's probably too late. I can still try, though. If I could cast Lightning Bolt here, I'd feel a little bit better. But, Alright, well, like I said, Elvish Mystic, the reason I lost. I don't think I can win now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, my opponent blew up the incorrect thing, so maybe I can win again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, my opponent's giving me way too many chances here. Should not have these many chances. So I have the Lightning Bolt stranded, but it is what it is. I can technically cast this again. I assume my opponent's going to kill it, but it enters tap twice. And they're like Abzan with like infinite removal and stuff, so. Very surprised they blew this up. I'm like always blowing this up. I'm always blowing this up. That's very weird to me. I don't care about the colored spell. I mean, if it is an extra turn, it doesn't actually do anything. It's very weird. I find it borderline impossible for my opponent to not have an answer to Ulamog here. It's also only Annihilator 6, which does not save me. Right? I'm still just dead. Annihilator 6 feels kind of low for my opponent's deck, but maybe there's no Eldrazi or something. Maybe 6 isn't actually that low. Alright, well, I hope they don't have a removal spell, because then they just wasted all my time. Not casting it immediately, for no reason. Okay, my opponent just wasted my time for no reason. Thank you. Could have just cast that before you did anything else. Rocket science. Maybe they're bad at math. I don't know. They didn't realize it was lethal till later. Well, that's why Llanowar Elves is the strongest thing in the format. And the game would have not have even have gotten that close if they were on the play. Would have just conceded immediately. And you can see why. It is an auto loss. Oh, I played against this person earlier. I think I actually beat this person. I'm surprised this person is still playing. That was like 2 hours ago. Maybe not that long, but still kind of crazy. Boop. 1, Wonder if they recognize me. They probably do. It's not like there's anyone else playing Ulamog. Let's do that. So I can play... What do I do next turn? 3. Tap that. I got 2. These 2 next turn? It's kind of alright, I guess. It's sort of fine, maybe, sort of, kind of, alright, sort of, maybe? Oh, hello, Ulamog. Alright, so we play this. We play... Reliquary Tower. Let me just do that. Alright. So I got 6 mana. I can instantly sacrifice the Burnished Heart next turn, which is really nice. Natty Ulamog is probably better here than the other one. Probably. Palladium Mirror is just a vulnerable version of sacrificing the Burnished Heart, so... Blicky, hello. We're just currently losing to Mythweaver Pock for the 40,000 trillionth time. Yeah, there's no reason to play Palladium Mirror here. No reason. Versus Theft decks, yeah. Can't say that's come up yet, but it would be funny if it did. Alright, so I can black, not black. I was gonna say black and sack. Block and sack. Look at that. Gain 8 life and get 2 lands? I mean, that's just a bargain, right? Or maybe it's 7 life, because the staff costs life. Staff do be costing life. Yeah, we're gonna cast normal Ulamog here. 5, 6... Oh, I can't? I thought I had the mana! I think I'm just dead now. Man, that's stupid. This game sucks. Oh, this game sucks. Oh my goodness. What's the point of life? Someone tell me. Clearly I don't know. There's like no reason to play Palantir when I just have to like chump block. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. I don't think I can get out of this now. I don't think it's happening. I thought I had 10. Man, all these fetch lands just slow the game down. I spent like half my stream watching people fetch land. Surveil lands. Ugh. This is so bad. Can I block? I mean, should I block? What is it, like 9? Is it 16? Alright, screw you. Not blocking. Fight me. It makes my Palladium Mirror look more important than it actually is. So maybe they, like, want to kill it. Invasion is not a thing I expected. They should have probably done that pre-combat. Then they would have forced me to block, essentially. That was weird. There's a very good chance nothing at all matters, and I'm dead to one of the spells in my opponent's hand. I just don't know what that spell is. It's certainly not getting a random land. Okay, so I somehow got to this turn. Just don't think I should have been able to get to this turn. Let's sack this for blue, make this easier to cast. I'm gonna do this as well. Just to have more meaningless mana. Let's cast this to stay alive. Here and here. Oh, come on. You also have a protection spell? Really? Get out of here. No way. No way. Just get your value land and move on. Surely that's all that's happening right now. Come on! How do people do this? How do they do it? Enlighten me, please. Someone show me the way. How do you do this? Surely there's no removal spell on top of everything that gets around indestructible. Surely I'm completely fine, and there is no bad thing that can happen. That gets around indestructible. Or, excuse me, it does not get around indestructible. In fact, I'm not sure why they did that. That doesn't do it here. Let's get a random land. I think it has to be a waste, right? No. Surely there's no 2 removal spells, right? Okay, good. 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 Huge. Huge. So, block like that and this. Come on. Come on. Let me stabilize, please. Oh my goodness. It's actually not super likely I stabilize, but... Oh, I need to win this. Yeah, half the lands produce green. Well, green's the best color. It's not even close. It's not even close. Yeah, I mean, most of the cards my opponent played are green. In fact, they haven't really played much other than green cards. Thought-Knot Seer. Well, I mean, it's a card, and I can cast it, so I'm going to do that. Please be a good card. Come on. Offer you can't refuse. Not really that great, honestly. Ulamog doesn't feel amazing, but I guess I'm going to cast it anyways. And then I just hide for dear life. Play Palantir, go up to 9. No reason to draw here, I don't think. Opponent will easily mill. That's poop. Look at that, Palantir scrying to the bottom. Always happy to... Oh wow, there's 3 lands in a row, yikes. Big yikes. Alright, Omnath, you know what to do, which is stone cold nothing. Opponent finds Death Sprout. Alright, that's not stone cold nothing. But it is a removal spell on Thought-Knot Seer, which is a redraw for the opponent. Actually, they should blow up their own Timeless Witness, right? I think that's right. I'm not sure. It's not up to me to find out. I'm not sure killing Ulamog is right. I think you really want to kill the Thought-Knot Seer. Annihilator 7 is not a big deal. You do not care about Annihilator 7 right here. Just kill the Thought-Knot. Okay, opponent does not kill Thought-Knot Seer. They can sack the Simulacrum and essentially get their redraw that way as well. Oh, they can sack that too. Ah. Okay, so they actually get another removal spell. And there is nothing I can do about this. I can stop the ramp by sacking my card, but that doesn't really matter. I don't see why that matters. I am technically still alive, with no card in the graveyard that deals with Ulamog. I can recast Ulamog. I don't know. It's not looking good here. Sphinx is red for 10. Can probably just concede to that, but I don't know, just make him show me something. Well, I feel like they would have snapped it off, so... I guess there's no Lethal in play? In hand? Okay, for some reason that was difficult. I'm glad it took you 10 minutes to find lethal. I trust my opponent has Cyclonic Rift, River's Rebuke, any exile effect like Swords of Plowshares. It's not very difficult. Alright, that'll be the last game that... Oh, man. I can see why that person's still playing after 2 hours. They've probably only played 5 games at the speed they play. But everyone plays at their own pace, it's okay. Okay, so... Ulamog has the same issue as all the other colorless commanders. It just doesn't really do that much outside of violently ramping towards it. You can play more mid-rangey colorless creatures, but most of them are very uninspiring. Like, they don't really play too well with each other. I'm sure there's someone out there that has like some crazy colorless deck and they're thwacking half their opponents. But it just doesn't seem realistic to me. In fact, it seems far less consistent when it comes to actually winning a game. Ulamog as a thing to do for 10 mana out of the command zone is also kind of not good. It just ward sack 2 permanents is not hexproof, it's not shroud, so it just dies. If it had hexproof or shroud or something, it would be great. If it had like indestructible, it'd be kind of okay, but it doesn't, so it just loses every time you cast it. It just blows up and dies, and you basically did nothing. Like, fundamentally, you did nothing except make your opponent sack 2 permanents for 10 mana. That's like all you did. And I guess discard a card because they had to like kill it or whatever. It did not get counterspelled. There were no counterspells somehow in the 2.5 hours plus I played. There was no counterspells. But milling your opponent for half their deck doesn't do anything, right? The Annihilator attack is what you're really trying to do, and I really didn't get to do it that many times. The other giant things I was doing were nice. I took out, what was it? The 8 mana blow up every land type. The Sundering Titans, like, every time I want to play it, oh, it's so great. It would only blow up my opponent's lands, but the one time I actually put it into play, it only blew up 1 land out of an opponent who was a 5-color deck. I think there were 5 colors. It might have been 3. Might have been 3, but it only blew up 1 of their lands, and they had like 9 lands in play. Because all the other lands didn't have land types. They were just like the other fancy multicolored lands that just didn't have a land type, right? No triomes or anything. So, The Forsaken Monument is the best card in the game for colorless, so it's just what you're always trying to get, right? I ended up running Scampering Surveyor. That could go get Urza's Cave. That could go get Inventor's Fair. That could go get Forsaken Monument, right? So there's like, you can always do that. That's pretty cool. But I don't know. It's not reliable to find any one card in colorless. It's not that consistent. Null Elemental Blast also kind of struggles against really anything that it can hit because it only deals with one thing one time. And that usually doesn't buy you enough time to continue what you're doing or, like, you know, get to the Ulamog and, oh, it would have mattered so much to blow up something. Like, for the most part, doing this didn't change the clock that I was under when I was trying to do anything. So I don't know if this is right. Sometimes it does. If you blow up, say, Thalia, and they didn't have a green card to make Thalia come in other than turn 4, which is completely impossible, but let's say that happens. Sure, right? So it's really kind of not great against any multicolored strategy that has green in it, and it's obviously non-functional if your opponent is a one-color deck. So I just like the card, that's why it was in here, but it really just wasn't great. Mindlessly ramping into Ulamog is possible. The colorless ramp spells are just there for that to be a thing you can do, right? And it's nice to have other things. Like, I'd almost always prefer to cast this Ulamog if I could. You had a choice. I'd almost always prefer to cast this Emrakul, or even this Emrakul, honestly, instead of this. So, of the 4, this one probably isn't... It's probably the 4th best, right? It's still better than the Kozilek's, in my opinion, but it's just not really there. The fancy lands, right? There's a ton of different lands you can run. I was just running a ton of wastes because I don't know how the deck weight system works. So the more fancy lands you have, Does it higher your opponent's tier brackets, right? So you're up against tougher decks, right? Cavernous Souls used to be like a 45 pointed weighted card. They said they changed everything. Who knows? If that is the case, then you obviously want to run as many wastes as possible and don't play all these cute fancy lands that don't ever actually matter. Just play as many wastes as you can just to make your deck have a lower tier or, you know, lower point value. If that's how it works still. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, colorless. It's fun to play. It's really fun when it works, right? It's really fun when you have a long, grindy game against somebody. No one got trampled by Dark Ritual or Mana Drain. It's kind of cool. The lower brackets had less egregious games, which was notable. It was quite surprising, actually. Again, not a single counterspell. Very strange. But yep, that's all I got for you. So let me know what you thought about Ulamog the Defiler. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. See you stream. YouTube, Twitch. Go to bed. Or don't. Who knows? Depends where you live. See you guys.